Hello everyone and welcome back to Rolling Lime. I'm not picking up where I left off. I'm kind of skipping ahead a little bit because the last video I recorded was getting the general feel and some basic layout design stuff going. And it was really boring, it takes a long time, and I think I can cover it in a couple minutes and get everything nice and caught up without having to go show all that footage. On a different note, they've recently added a bunch of new tutorials to the game, which covers pretty much everything I've done in my previous videos. So if you want to watch them, they're there, but effectively from this point on, I'm just going to be building the layout. I'm not going to cover stuff. I'm going to assume that you can play the tutorials, and if you want to learn some of that stuff, there's sources out there for it. I don't think it's necessary for me to cover it in excruciating detail in this series. When planning a layout, and what I've done so far is I'm trying to get a general feel of what's going to fit in the space, and will I be able to add... That was some loud thunder. Hopefully I didn't lose power while recording this. That would be unfortunate. Sorry if that's really loud. What I did last time is just try to fit tables into the space, get a general feel of what it's going to look like, and if I need to make changes. Okay. So, with what I've got laid out here, this area, which I'm going to paint bright red, is where I'm thinking I'm going to put my main staging, or my main yard. This is where a lot of trains are going to arrive, and they're going to drop off cars and pick up new cars before continuing on their way. In blue, we're going to put probably where I'm going to do some kind of industrial area. This wide swath of land with this track going around it lends itself, I think, pretty well to having a big industry sitting in this space here in the middle. We're going to go ahead and come back here. We're going to edit room. Okay. And we'll make the staging yard is going to be this dark gray color. So I would normally don't go color coordination crazy like this on my own, but I think just for the sake of filming and keeping track of stuff, this might be helpful. We're going to come back and change all of this anyway. Right. First things first, the area of the layout I worry about the most is this spot back here. It's really thin, and what I'm going to do is come over here to room, and we're going to increase the width. We're just going to increase it by 1. I think this will work for now. Okay. So this gives me a lot more options, but what I can do, and I did it here, and maybe I'll do it on this spot too. So I'm actually going to edit room. We're going to delete all of these tables. This is why I just use temporary tables. Edit room. Take this. Take that. And you know what? Let's just open this up a little bit. Why not? There's no reason to make this super compact. We're in a video game, so if I do this, come on, go. Right, so what I'm doing here, this is a lot more spacious. It also means I can extend this in this part of the room a little bit more. This area is a lot longer. And what I'll do is put tables like this. I like this. This is good. I'm making some progress. This feels a lot less claustrophobic. This table here is gonna go bye-bye. This is good. All right, we're gonna take the room dividers. Don't want to take the big ones. I kind of just like this. Hello? Why won't you snap? Hello? I've never had this happen before. The hell is going on? It's a... What the heck? Do I need this to be... I think I need... I guess... I don't know if I realized that. That the freaking things will only snap to the big ones. Okay, I want that to be on this grid, don't I? Hold that. Alright. Fine. Have it your way, game. Oh, shoot. Did I delete... No, wait, I have them right here. Good. I was like, oh, wait, did I delete my... I need that there. And then this... I guess could still be these. Actually, let's do that. Okay, so I fixed this. I have to use the big tables. It's not a huge issue. It's just a little annoying, I guess. Alright, writing the room dividers. Alright, now we're back. This is a lot more spacious than I originally had planned for, but we're gonna do that. The other nice thing is that I can pull the yard away from this, I think. I think I'm just gonna do that. Let's, there's nothing wrong with making these changes now. I think what I might have to do is extend the straight portion of the track. Alright, so we're going to modify the track a little bit. Going to move this here. By using that tool, it will keep the exact same alignment, so I won't lose this progress that I made. We're going to delete this, though. Okay, delete that. Okay. Tracks are going to intersect here. So I don't want to start messing with elevation until after it crosses this point. So if I take this, we'll hit page up. I think I'll hit it twice. I believe you kind of just have to eyeball if it looks okay, and you pull this train out here as my dummy test subject. And as I continue this, it will continue to go up. So if the track can clear this and be just fine, I'm just fine. And that's great. Okay. Pull this over. Okay, so here's this, and we are gonna need about like that. Now, this is gonna be a bridge. It's not gonna be... I could do a tunnel, I guess, but we're going to do bridge. Let's go here. We're going to go to track. I think this is the detail, trach add-ons. Okay, we're going to trach add-ons. This is where you can start to customize your trach and get a bunch of paint options. You can do this other ways too. But what we're looking for is this page. There's a few different bridge options. I like this. Let's see if... Oh, well, that looks disappointing. Are other bridges besides these, but these are the easiest bridges to work. These bridges are also great for doing bridges on curves. So if you want to do a bridge on a curve, I would recommend one of these. But in, I think it's props. Yeah, there is an entire page of bridges, some of which do have pre-built-in double trach options, like these. These are probably one of my favorites. The reason I'm doing this now isn't because I think I'm going to permanently fix this, but it'll make sure that my clearances are good. And it should snap at a pretty good height. It's a little bit small. Let's try 8. This looks right. Okay. If you accidentally mess with it, if you have it aligned to surface, it will just do that. So if you get wonky with this, if you grab the wrong piece, just pick the whole thing up and replace it. It's the quickest way I've found to fix these issues. And now all I have to do is get this back to this point and have it not look bad. Okay. First thing I'm going to do, the reason I'm doing it like this is I need to have a clean separation between the start of the bridge and when the bridge is going to end. I think I like this. I feel like there's enough space I can put some walls and that will work. Okay, so from this point we will start the descent. We'll hit 2 steps down initially. Looks like it's probably going to be way more than enough. So the issue I'm having now is I need this to connect and get low. Okay, so this will make sense in a second, I hope. It is going down. So see, the issue is that this is a really extreme drop. But if I play this right, I can just hide this part of the track. So the whole thing doesn't have to be visible. And if it's hidden, and this is a video game, I can at some point have a pretty sharp decline, and it will be okay. So we'll do that here. Alright, This looks good. I like this. I don't feel like I need to expand this anymore. I think this is going to work and be pretty fun. What we'll do is, now that I've got the visible portion of the track laid out, I'm going to hide the rest of this portion of the track with scenery, so you won't see it, so you won't see this awful deal, because this is going to look real bad. But what I can do is just use the snap flex track connector dude to connect this. So look at that. Oh, this is really janky, but that incline is extreme. This part out here looks quite nice. So this is it. This is like the first bit of permanent track plan that's or track laying that's gone into the layout. Looks real good. I'm happy with this. I forgot to do this, is connect, squeeze in. So I have all this track placed before, but if I want this curve to be a bit more gradual, just delete more of this track, add more of this in, and it will make it look a little bit smoother. So this looks pretty good. I like that. And then we can use the same thing here. Perfect. And put that same thing on this side. Okay. Perfect. And this is going to go into staging. Making actual progress. This is amazing. I'm actually doing something. I'm playing trains. What I want to do is, now that I have this extra space, is the departure track, or the main line track, is going to be at the back of this scene, which is gonna be a problem. So we can do this. Let's put this here. So now this is the tinkering part where I gotta get this to all look just right. This is all going to be hidden, so there's no... I don't need to worry about it too much. This might be good enough. And then I can do that there. Do that there. That'll do. This looks really bad, but no one will see it. This looks better. People will see this. That's more important. Right, this looks good. Hey everyone, I don't know what happened, but my last recording file got completely corrupted, and it's very unusable. I modified the yard, as in I kind of just repainted it a bit, and then I also changed the center peninsula here to have a bit more of a curve. Now this is still pretty rough. I can always change this and smooth it out, and I can do other stuff with it. But the reason I did it is I wanted to have a really small little peninsula area here with a roundhouse and locomotive yard. I thought that'd be really cool to try to model and display some of the different models and mods and stuff that are on the workshop, because there's some really cool stuff, and there's not a lot of great ways to display them on an actual detailed layout. It's a little narrow, maybe. It might be a little narrow. I don't know. It'll be fine. I think this will work. I like the general vibe. I can always use different pieces here to round this off, but I just want to get some placeholders in for now. But that's all I've got time for today. I will, if you're liking the series, just consider leaving a like and a comment. All of this content they keep adding and all these free updates is just commendable, especially in today's day and age when it comes to gaming. And if this in any way encourages you to give this game a shot, then I've done my job, and that's all I can hope for. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.